right. Welcome to Black Half Blind Billionaire. I am excited. We got some legends in the house. All right. Before I introduce them, I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown. Growing up, our form of entertainment was the DJs. Was when they brought the equipment out to the park, and we knew it was going to be a party. So I want to give back to those DJs, to those pioneers, right? I know that the South Side had Grandmaster Vic, and I'm pretty sure every other borough had one, but it started in New York, and it started with these fellas that I got right here, all right? So before I introduce y'all, I'm going to try to remember some of the DJs from my projects, AQ projects. And y'all could help me. Y'all could step in on me and help me out if I miss one. Before I introduce y'all, I remember the Disco Brothers, the Disco Wizards, TNT,
Engineers,
DJ Parks. Oh right, the Disco Engineers. See, help me out.
The Disco Brothers.
Yeah, I said the Disco Brothers. Like I said, I don't know all the DJs, but I remember that. Sesame and Corey D was down with you guys. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring on my brothers from another mother. We have the Disco Twins featuring DJ Smalls. Let's give it up for them. Yeah. Now, first off, before I even start, I wanna ask you guys, because I know you guys started somewhere around the early 70s, right? 73, something like that?
Yeah.
What made y'all get started? Because I remember stories of Leviticus and the Fever and what's my man, DJ Hollywood. How did y'all get started, and why did you get started?
Well, we used to go to a school downtown, the Lower East Side Prep over there.
Okay.
And there was a place called Harvey Custom Sounds, and that was it was like a Crazy Eddie's.
That's all musical equipment.
Right. And they had GLI equipment in there. And there was a brother named Electrified Sounds of Apps. He's from Brooklyn. And we took a liking to what he was doing, and we said, let's see if we can try to do something with that. And we just took it from there. We started very small.
Okay, so you seen it and you say, I want to do it, or like,
right? We want to try to, get into the DJing. We had to try to acquire the equipment, which was GLI at the time.
Right, and that's not cheap.
No.
Right.
And we used to go there on our lunch from school after we had a break. Yeah, we went in there, we was watching them DJ. They were mixing, because there wasn't those cuts back then. It was just mixing back and forth, and we just liked the style, and we decided, you know what, let's get 2 turntables, let's figure it out, let's just get something small. And that's basically how it started. We didn't know about anything else that was going outside of what we saw in that Electrified Sound. What was it called? The place?
Harvey Custom Sounds.
Harvey Cup.
But we didn't really have 2 turntables. We used to get the turntables from Astoria. Prowick, back in the back, they had some 0100s and some Sony turntable. We used to go in there and borrow the turntables from the company, from the garage.
When you say borrow, what do you mean borrow?
Borrow.
Yeah, they let you borrow it. So, all right. So Hotel Diplomat, how did y'all wind up there?
Well, we got a call from, what's his name, man? I can't remember the guy's name. And they was looking for a house DJ. I'm talking about, it was a black, no.
DJ Hollywood came after.
They came after that. They was looking for a sound system.
Jack, I've been doing my research, but I can't remember his name, because y'all said y'all did his style. The guy that was like your mentor.
Oh, Dance Master.
Yeah.
And Curtis Phase 1. Dance Master is the guy that came out with the Bertha first. And when we saw him, we inquired.
We had the Bertha, but how we got to the Hotel Diplomat, we had different types of speakers. The Bertha came after the generic speakers. We had sort of like the Altex, the Electrified. What is it? The Ultimas.
The Voice of Theaters.
The Voice of Theaters. We had big speakers, and that's how. All
right, because I want you guys to get a picture of what's going on. And I'm going to get to you real quick, Smalls. I want you guys to get a picture of what's going on. When when we found out as a rumor in the projects and every other projects that they're about to jam. They're about to do a jam. They're gonna go to the park. They're gonna plug their equipment into the nearest light pole, right? Or some apartment that was willing to let you plug it into their electric, right? And we knew we had to get fresh. We had to put on our Lees, maybe our show-toed Adidas, and get down there, right? But I wanna talk to my brother over here, because if you guys don't know, these are the Browns, Reggie and Robert. But we have another brother over here, DJ Jack, otherwise known as DJ Smalls. Let's give it up for DJ Smalls.
Oh man, thank you.
How did you get down with him, and why did you get down with him? Because I remember when I first heard you, and in the music side, you go, DJ Smalls.
Well, it's interesting. Let's paint the picture a little bit better here, because we got to understand that the timing back then, this was about 77 for me.
Okay.
Because based on where you are, where you grew up, and what time it was for you is where you were introduced to this music energy that they call hip hop, disco, rap, whatever it was for you at the time. And in this time for me, I was about 77. And I was actually introduced to these brothers by my mentor, DJ Hollywood. Now, Hollywood and I had a father and son routine, and we were touring around the city. So back then, it was a new novelty, this new rap novelty.
I'm sorry to cut in. Where's DJ Hollywood from?
Hollywood is originally from Harlem. He's a Harlemite.
Okay.
And so am I, originally from Harlem. A lot of people,
I didn't know that.
People have embraced me, and I appreciate the love, especially Queens have gave me mad love. But I'm originally from Harlem. And so what happened was I met these brothers through Hollywood, because I was playing with Hollywood at the time, and we had a father and son routine. I was his disco son, DJ Smalls. So, I was every bit of 14 at the time, and I looked 8. So here it is, this novelty, this kid getting on top of this gigantic speaker that the twins had. So I was, it was almost like, wow, look at this guy. So that was the draw of the crowd. So I met these guys there, and from then, it's just been we developed a friendship, a love, and a brotherhood for many years, and that was 77.
Let me cut into real quick, because that's been copied now, right? When Snoop brought out Little Bow Wow.
Oh yeah,
right.
I mean, we were the first to do it, and prior to that, it was actually after me and Hollywood. It was Curtis Blow and his disco son DJ Run.
Right.
So most people back in there, I mean, the compliment thing was to mimic someone. So we didn't take it as anything more than love, and everybody was doing it. So we shared in that. But it was wonderful when I developed a serious love for these knuckleheads. They call it disco twins.
There's no rap records down there too.
Right. Nothing hit the radio yet until like 79, right?
Right, exactly.
And one of my blind brothers is from Sugar Hill Gang.
Wonder Mike.
Wonder Mike.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just say this, because everybody has their legends. You're my legends, right? When it comes to it. And y'all went to Hotel Diplomat. I remember names like DJ Hollywood. I remember DJ Lance. I want to ask you guys. Everyone needed somewhere to party. Right. You got to remember, this is the 70s and the 80s. In the 70s, we have what's going on now, right? Trying to separate us, right? And trying to bring us down, like always. In the 80s, we had the crack era, but you guys were guys that we was able to unwind and have a good time, right? So I want to ask y'all, this is my next question. Give me your top 5. And if you got to go more, I'll let y'all give me your individual top 5 of DJs, not producers, right? Because we know DJ Premier is a great producer. We know DJ Riz is a great producer. But DJs, the ones that kept the party going. Because
New sounds.
Right. Ooh, new sounds.
For me, I'm gonna say Hollywood, 80 Chiba, because those are the first cats that we encountered when we started.
But New Sounds was
New Sounds, but I'm saying.
Hey guys, you know what? They might have to go on timeout because they're not listening to my instructions. I asked for 5. They November babies like me, so you gotta forgive them. The newest DJ I know is Mike Neasy.
Okay.
But give me 5.
5 DJ. I'm gonna take DJ Lance
Okay.
for me.
I heard him.
DJ Scratch. Lance
Okay.
passed away.
Oh, you talking about above, not below us?
Anybody.
No, I think you said
Top
top
5 that you encountered, then you go, ooh, they keep a party popping.
Lance.
DJ Lance. You got Scratch. I remember Scratch.
She's entertainment. Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember when he beat Jam Master Jay in the
Who else I
contest.
can think of? I like Lady D Wells.
Yeah, Lady B. Wells. Yeah, she tough.
Tommy Allen.
Tommy Allen. He passed
rest
away.
in peace.
Yep.
Yeah, he just passed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
All right, Smalls, you up. Give me your 5.
Well, you know, I got to prefix it all the time by saying that when you asking, you got to be specific, number one. And by number 2, you also have to understand that depending on the energy, the frequency that you're dealing with at the time. So if depending on your age, depending on your area, depending on where you are in life, depending on that frequency, you're going to be drawn to that particular a realm of music. So that means the DJ as well. So mine would have to be, of course, I'm going to shout out, besides the Twins, because of course I'm going to say the Disco Twins. To me, they were the most sound engineering, perfect sound. And for me in my life, that was incredible.
Right.
Then you have DJ Hollywood. He was the founder for me and the godfather, especially I spoke to him earlier this morning. So also, I have to, on my list, it's got to be Grandmaster Flash. Remember that energy that we're talking about to keep the party pumping? You also have to say, I have to say Ron G.
Ron G. Yeah. He helped one of Historians Best come out.
Yes.
Jonesy. Yeah.
Yes. Also, I have to shout Kid Capri as well.
Kid
So
Capri, yeah.
these are individuals
Boogie.
for me that keep a party rocking. Now, once again, that everybody can have their individual 5 or 10 or whatever it is, but also put the prefix to it that depending on the energy, depending on what makes you feel good at that time.
I want to talk about that because that's great that you said that because it depends on because I remember going to a party and a lot of people don't like this guy, but I went to a party, Funkmaster Flex ripped it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I went to All-Star game, Jermaine Dupri was on the wheels and he ripped it. Look, I was at this older bar in Long Island. And, you know, everybody in there is like 50, 60, some of them in their 70s. And Lady B. Wells was there, and there was 30 and 40-year-olds there also, and she ripped it.
Right.
So I know what you're saying. Like, it depends on where you're at in your life,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Okay, and I'm gonna break. I just want to ask one more question. I know I was born in the late '60s, but why y'all never put me down? And I never told y'all. I just want to know why. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I was one of the dancers. You know what I'm saying?
You were more than that. You think I don't know?
We was in the late 50s. That's the problem.
I don't know if y'all know, but
my sister,
this man had his own label. I remember you. Listen, shout to you. Your private.
That's right.
Listen,
Markland
you tried.
Productions.
Yes,
Yep.
I'll never forget Markland Productions. I was very, very proud of you. You're inspiration to those individuals that were up and coming at that time. So shout out to you.
He was gonna sign you, right?
Yo, we did something for Wu-Tang when their first show, and that's when they was showing up in the METHOD van. Right. They didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying? So I know what you mean. I thank you for that. We get ready to go to break. We're gonna break because I got a lot more questions for these legends right here. All right, give us 5 seconds. Black Half Blind Billionaire.
Let's do it.
All right, while we got this break at Black Half Blind Billionaire, I just want to tell y'all about this company that's been great in real estate for us. It's the Solid Rich Foundation. Go online, look at the website, solidrichfoundation.com. Reach out to a brother named Mr. Rogers. That's right, I said Mr. Rogers, and he will help you out on all your real estate deals. If you want to buy a house, sell a house, buy a building, sell a building. All right, make sure you reach out to him. He's been a blessing to me and my family. So make sure you reach out. Solid Rich Foundation. Signing off.
Hello, my name is Reginald. Make sure you get in touch with us at Disco Twin Studio if you're looking for some good recording. Our phone number is
IG Disco Twins, Facebook Disco Twins. Come get your stuff done right.
and also give them the phone number.
718-672-4279. Let's go. Queens.
Right away. The music is good there.
Let's go.
Yes, I have an exterior cleaning. You can find me on RB House Washing on Instagram and on Facebook if you need some cleaning, whether it be a gas station, hospital, hotel. That's my line of business.
All right. Back to Black Half Blind Billionaire. Like I said, I'm so excited with these legends right here, the Disco Twins featuring DJ Smalls. I want to make a correction because the last podcast with Dinko D from Leaders in New School, I said that it was Cold Crush that made that song, When You Walk. It's Crash Crew. So I apologize to Crash Crew and Cold Crush. And these brothers said they forgot a few names that you should have mentioned. Go on, hit me with the
Disco's
names.
kid, Louis Roman from Astoria.
Louis
Worked
Roman,
there.
nice.
Yes.
LA Hollywood.
Yes.
And Corey D. We mentioned them earlier, but Corey D.
Yeah, Corey D. Yeah, he was one of your MCs with Sesame.
Sesame
Yeah,
also.
Yeah. But all right, let's talk about that because I know a younger Louis that was into it as well. I want to ask y'all, right? Because you guys, y'all was the like every good house has a good foundation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was the foundation of hip hop, right? And they say it was 50 years. It wasn't 50 years. Right, they give it to Kool Herc being the first one because he did the first jam in '73. But I'm pretty sure y'all was jamming before that. But I want to ask y'all, how do you feel and where do you think, not just hip hop, but black music in general is going? I want all three of y'all. I need a response.
Basically, I see that it's evolving. It's changing constantly. It's not standing still. People
Right.
are coming up and being creative and coming up with different ways to rap, sing.
Right.
It's changing.
It is
And
changing.
for the good or bad?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I'm just a little, I don't know. I'm trying to adjust because I'm so accustomed to what we've been doing for so long. So it's hard for me to really get into it, especially the rap. You know,
okay.
It's like another language.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
some
yeah.
of it. Some of it is good, but because the stuff we was doing back there, you had a message, and we was having fun with it.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a little different now. The R&B is pretty cool. I'm adjusting.
Right. Right.
A lot of those songs we can pick from and put it in our catalog when we play. A few here, a few there. There's always maybe like 5 songs a year that we could put in our set.
Yeah, because it's funny that you say that because a lot of these newer rappers, I don't even understand them. I'm not that old. That they're slurring their words, and my son who's in his 20s said, well, back then it was all nursery rhymes. So it's like I guess whatever era you're in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it has to make sense and it has to make you dance. It has to make you give you a message, right? So I get what you're saying. Like you can only grab a few songs. Come on, DJ Smalls, talk to me.
Well, once again, it deals with that same energy, and I say that because this is constantly evolving. This thing they call music, and just I can relate. I was young at the time. I was considered young to be in this business. And being in that age, young, I still had that opportunity at that time to see both sides of the coin. Back in '77, the youngins, my age, was saying, "Yo, they doing some old stuff. Look, let's do this." And so then you got the beats the zigga 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 started and so forth. So I watched the transition, and it's constantly evolving. So the point is that we try to remain as people being in the industry to be open-minded, so that we don't just cut out or not be be resistant and not accept or try to understand how the trend is going or how it's evolving. But I have to say, I recognize that I don't like the new stuff. I can't say that I like it all. Wrong with that. Right. But it's because I liked what I liked before. Yeah. So I fight the resistance to not be open-minded and be accepting to what the new ways of doing things, the new style. So that's what I try to do.
It's crazy because I was listening to a brother and he was saying that a lot of this rap now has been designed to keep us down, right? To talk about, ops being, making that like a natural word, right? And talk about it more. Hey, what's up, gangster? It's not
the messaging.
The messaging is gearing us to violence. You know what I mean? I always walk around my piece. And they did the same when De La Soul was talking about black medallions, no gold. They being too peaceful. Let's bring on all this, murder stuff now. Public Enemy is
big business,
keeping them aware. Yeah, so we got to bring on this murder stuff. But I want to cut to a bonus question before I ask you this last question. And I'm sorry for sneaking it up on you, but I learned that it's better to sneak it up on you. I need all three of y'all to tell me individually y'all craziest stories through the ages. Give me a crazy one that happened while you were DJing or happened because you were DJing. Give me a crazy one. Keep it PG. We don't want to get y'all in trouble now.
The story was, listen, the twins come up there, we're robbing them. We're going to take their debt. And so me and my brother and I, we was trying to figure out, well, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, we borrowed something from somebody
So,
okay.
We said, you know what, we need some protection. So we borrowed a machine gun.
Yeah.
Word?
So we put the machine gun in a suitcase or whatever, and this other guy, I forgot his name,
Sex.
DJ. Don't say the name.
It was a light skin guy.
He died.
Get somebody in trouble.
Yeah.
Yo,
both of them died.
Y'all tell it, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Edit.
No. I always show the guest
guy.
I remember Starsky.
He died.
Yeah. How'd you know? I didn't say that. You said that.
He said Starsky.
Just said it.
Oh, really?
Look, my sight is bad, but my hearing is on point.
Oh, shoot.
I hear a dog pissing on the corner right now.
Yeah, but he looked out for us, and he made sure everything went well.
Okay.
We went
That's
inside,
good.
did our thing in
that.
T-Connection, and that was that.
And you remember George Sabala too?
Yeah, I remember George Sabala.
He's
still around. He down south.
You're saying the same thing that he said to him earlier.
No, George Sabala died a long time, maybe about 30 years ago. George Sabala, Soupy's brother. He lived in my.
Oh, I'm thinking about the wrong George. I'm sorry.
He was the best security.
Yes.
I'm thinking about the wrong. I'm talking about the wrong George. I'm talking about the George in a different building right next to it.
He was the best security we had.
Yeah.
He just looked out for us. He was
made sure nobody cut
dangerous.
Mm.
Him and another person, Larry Jennings.
Okay, yeah.
You remember
they
Larry
passed,
Jennings?
Yeah,
they passed. Rest in peace to all of them.
The twins.
But we had some crazy stories. We have yet to put it out there.
Yeah,
in the way that we would like.
Hey, guys, we want to thank you for sharing it with us, right?
Yes.
Come on, Smalls. I know you going PG. You already been telling them.
Nah, I don't get down like that. I would say, I gotta plug my book.
Go ahead.
There's a book I wrote in 2013. Shout out to Destined Soul, one of the premier
I'm working on the
writers.
book myself. Go on, give us a
that
title.
helped me rock this book. Anyway, the name of it is Small's Paradise.
Nice.
And there's multiple stories in the book. If you would like to take a look at that, that's what I'll say on that.
Okay.
But coming up in the business at a young age, at the time I started, remember, I was only 14. There was nobody doing it younger than me. I was probably the youngest DJ, a house jock, because I had my own house, meaning that you had your own club.
Right, right.
It was called Close Encounter in Harlem. It was underneath Broadway International on 146th Street and Broadway.
I know where you're at.
But the point is that at that age, you're seeing a lot of activity. So I have a couple of stories, and I will have to take out mad time here to get into it.
Give me one brief one, because we're going to close after I ask the last question. Give me one brief one. Come on.
Well,
I'll give you one brief.
Okay. We got time, right? We got, okay, yeah, give me.
All right. Here's a PG story.
Okay.
When I started, when I met Hollywood, it was because I was entertaining and performing at the Apollo Theater with him.
Nice.
And there was in the intermission of shows, Hollywood would go on, and then another DJ would go on, and that other DJ was myself and a DJ named Pee Wee Mel, who helped me get my start. And so I remember back in the days, those nursery rhymes was a big deal.
Right.
And I remember saying millions. I mean, well, to me it was a million people, but there was a couple of thousand people in the Apollo Theater at the time. And I said, oh shit! I said, like Donald Duck, I don't give a fuck. Like Mickey Mouse, I rock the house. Something like that.
Right.
That was a big deal for a kid that was 14, look every bit of 8, saying that.
Right.
And at the time, the owner, when I was done, people were screaming, but at the time, after it was done, the owner of the Apollo Theater, who was Guy Fisher, Dr. Guy Fisher, shout out to Dr. Guy Fisher, and congratulations on coming out. He put his arms around me and he said to me, yo, you can't be saying that at the Apollo Theater. Now this is Guy Fisher.
Right. Legend, right?
For those of y'all don't know,
read the book. Google it.
Google.
Right.
So I'm looking at the man, and he's got his arms. Said, "Look, the kid can't say."
You're gonna respect everything you say.
You can't say that. So that's my PG story right there. That's
when that day Bumpy Johnson talked to you, you better listen. Yeah,
exactly. My last story is this young lady.
Reggie said,
This young,
the twins know each other, right?
Wow.
This young lady that we knew for like 30 years, she passed away.
Nah, we ain't telling that one. You gonna laugh after say pass away? I know what y'all getting ready to say. They get ready to talk about Smalls. No, you know what? Say it. Say it.
Young lady passed away 30 years ago. He said, I know she passed away. How is she?
Can you believe these guys?
Just now, he asked me how she doing.
Hey, can y'all tell we family over here? We family over here. All right, look, we're gonna wrap it up because I know my producer over here, First Production. They getting mad at me right now, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Because I want to thank you guys for being legends.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not just legends in Queens, but legends in New York and the worldwide.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? For blessing me and everybody else with this foundation of music.
Absolutely.
I want to just say that off top. But I want to ask y'all, what's next?
Well, we trying to do some independent stuff.
Okay.
And we have some music that we're working on now. Just trying to find the right person to do it. And I'm thinking about jumping on the same board that Timberland was talking about the other day. Signing an AI artist. This way they can't talk back to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting into AI myself.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, the young ones, they look at this old cat. You know, what the heck?
Yeah. Because 5 years from now, AI
see the young ones? Yeah, but that's what...
5 years from now, AI going to be taking over anything, so you might as well learn it.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, really hard. I'm that close from deciding.
I'm telling you, do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Either you do it or it's going to do
need
you.
the writer.
Right, somebody else going to do it, right?
It's going to do you. It's going to do you because that's where it's going.
Right. Come on, Smalls.
Well, I'm working on my second book now.
I'm gonna need you to help me on mine because I got a book coming.
Okay. Once again, shout to my man Destin Soul. Also, we're working on trying to get some video going, some movie credits under our belt as well.
Okay.
Also, shout to DJ Cool V Vaughn. Who's doing a movie about his life, and I got a cameo in that as well.
Beautiful.
So once again, shout to Cool Vaughn, DJ Cool V. And,
that's the one that put Bismarck on, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Real quick, the movie. Can you tell me the title, or it's too early?
I can tell you the title. I just off the top of my dome, I can't remember, but I can look.
No, I get it. You're a little older than me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, that's real. I'm a lot older than you.
No, you only got me by. I'm 67, right?
Oh, he got you 67.
He
I
knows
was born in 67.
Oh, okay. Oh, you 57. Yeah.
Okay.
He's older than you. He's about 6 years. He got you.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I'll go to the store for y'all. Yo, hey guys, wasn't they real? Hey, you know what? I think we want it for a second one, right? We gotta make sure we get him out here again, right?
Yes. No
I'm gonna sign off real quick,
Yes.
but again, I thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for coming out. We need to do something for y'all.
Okay.
You know, it's time for us to give back for what y'all
Absolutely.
gave us. All right.
Absolutely.
Signing off, Black, Half Blind, Billionaire, and as I always say, to be continued. Love y'all.
Okay.
All right.